Hey guys, this is Alan with the Grilling Network. Welcome to my channel. Summer is just around the corner. It's time to clean off the grills and fire up them pits. What better way to do that and by entering a contest? Greg from BallisticBBQ has done just that. He's doing a hamburger grilling contest, and the fine folks from Crazy Burgers are sponsoring or judging this contest. So let's do something crazy. I am going to do a Gator crab crusted burger, and I'm going to show you that now. Alright, here we have 1 pound of alligator meat. It's almost like hamburger. What we're going to do is add about a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, or just add that to the mixture. And this is going to make a bind so it binds together. It's 85-15 equivalent of a hamburger. And what we're going to do is add some fresh pressed garlic, about 4 or 5 cloves. We're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. We're going to add a tablespoon of chili sauce. Alright, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of bacon fat. This is going to add a great binder, and it's going to add some flavor to it. Bacon makes everything taste better. And finally, we're going to add about 2 legs of crab legs to the mixture. Naturally, alligators eat a lot of seafood or fish and crabs, so I think this will be a great flavor. It'll marry together very well. And we're going to go ahead and mix this up. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and we'll show you the next step. We've formed this into a ball, make sure it was mixed very well. I'm going to go ahead and cut this in quarters, so we're going to go ahead and just break this in half. As you can tell, it's got a nice texture to it. So we're going to go ahead and make 4 patties. And I'm going to make these, a little bit thicker. And we're going to go ahead and do something different as well. We're going to go ahead and plank these on the grill. And a good tip when you're making burgers, if you just do a thumb indentation just like that, your burgers will stay flat. Otherwise, they tend to bow up. So we'll go ahead and finish these patties off real quick. You can use your hands and thumbs, or they have burger presses, but we're doing it old school. And as far as seasonings go, we're going to go ahead and still put some ground black pepper on it. And we're going to use kosher salt and Old Bay's. Alright, again, just use a thumb indentation on these burgers right here. Go ahead and use some fresh ground black pepper. And my hands I'll clean this up a little bit. Again, kosher salt, we'll do both sides. And be a little bit generous on the salt, because it tends to, when you're cooking the burgers, it absorbs all this stuff. So Old Bay's seasoning, it's mainly meant for fish and poultry, but since we're using crab in here, it should add a great flavor. Okay, I'll go ahead and season the other side. We'll fire up the pit. I'm actually going to do a aioli for this. It's going to be a Cajun aioli, and we're also going to do a crusted blue cheese that I'm going to lay on top of this once it's done cooking, and we'll show you that next. Alright, we're going to go ahead and make the blue cheese topping. I've got about a 1/2 cup of French's onions. You know them very well. You use them in your holiday dishes. And the idea behind this is, typically I put blue cheese on top of my burgers, but this is going to give it a crunch when you bite into it, so it's just a different experience. And all you do is just mix it up together. You can crunch it a little bit together, but I'm going to leave it pretty much as you get from the box. And once the burgers are ready, we'll go ahead and put this on top, and I'll show you that once we get to that stage. Okay, we're going to go ahead and make the Chipotle aioli. Most aiolis are very similar. It's a cup of mayo, And it's 1.5 cups of olive oil. 2 egg yolks, so you have to separate the whites from it. 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm using a tablespoon of chili paste to give it a little bit of a kick. And a teaspoon of chipotle powder. We're going to go ahead and mix this up until it gets to a consistency of blended, and then you're just going to salt it to taste. And this will be the aioli that we'll add to the burgers at the end. Alright guys, we're out at the pit, and we're using my Gator pit to cook Gator burgers. And we're using 100% natural lump charcoal. It's royal oak. And we're also going to cook cedar planks. And I've pre-soaked these for about an hour. These planks are from Nature's Choice. And these are Larry's hamburger cut style planks. And the way you do it is you lay it smooth side down for about 5 to 10 minutes. And that kills any bacteria and preheats the plank. We're going to do that now. Like I said, we'll let that go for about 5 minutes. We'll grab the burgers and toss them on the planks. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and flip the planks. As you can see, the planks are starting to smolder a little bit. They've got a nice, char to it, and this is actually going to add great flavor to the burgers. Cedars tend to pop, so no worried about that. There we go, Gator burgers on the Gator pit. I'm just going to cook 2 for right now, and we'll cook 2 a little bit later. The idea behind this is you want the aroma from the cedar to penetrate the meat, and that's going to give it a great flavor. We'll close this up, let it go for about 10 minutes, and we'll check back. Alright, we've been cooking for about 5 minutes now. You can still see the smoke as it's wrapping around the burger, and that's what we're looking for. We'll go and close this up and let it finish cooking, and we'll check back in about 5 more minutes. Alright, we've been cooking the burgers for about 10 minutes now. They're about done. We're going to finish them off by searing them on the grill. And so just take them off the plank. It's quite hot. And we'll just toss these planks to the side. I don't reuse them, but some people do. You can hear that. It's searing pretty nicely. We'll do about a minute on each side. And then we'll flip it over. We'll lay the crusted blue cheese mixture that we made earlier, and we'll do that in a few minutes. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and flip these burgers. Alright, we're going to sear these up now, and we're going to toss on some blue cheese with the French onion. I'm going to lay it on just a little bit thick so we can get a nice crunch throughout the bite of the burger. Alright, we're going to go ahead and close this up. Let it go for a few minutes, and we'll plate it up. Alright, we've plated up the crab Gator burger. And we're going to go ahead and put some aioli on the bun. We've toasted the bun. And this smells amazing. I'm sure it's going to taste awesome. We've got some fresh sprouts. I'm going to toss these on. Place it on the burger. I've got tomatoes and I got some pickles here. Go ahead and give this a try. Oh, that's amazing. You can taste the Gator's got a unique flavor to it. It's got more of Tastes like chicken. I know everybody says that, but it's got, and plus the crab meat in there. Tastes amazing. Okay guys, this is my entry to Greg's from Ballistic BBQ's contest. I want to thank all of the sponsors that have been contributing to this awesome contest. And this is Alan with the Grilling Network signing out.